Okay, how to do Exiles. We have some leaked Ascendancies, and we are going to go over what I think is best for minions for the launch of Path of Exile 2. I'm not going to waste y'all's time. I will be streaming this come Friday, so both on Twitch and YouTube. So hit me up, Tables with a 3, same as my YouTube name, and let's just hop right into it. I'm going to be reviewing these Ascendancies based on how I feel that they're going to be for minions specifically, nothing else. Okay, minions only, because that's really all I care about right now. And I've always been really a dedicated minion player in PoE. So I think you guys might have an idea of what I'm going to pick, but I'll let you know at the end of the video. Let's get started. I just want to go over some of the Ascendancies, at least how they're going to relate to anyone playing minions. So we have Bidat's Will, reserve 25% of life, +1 max spirit per 25 max life. Kind of insane. Just think about that. Like, we're talking 5k life, 200 spirit, something like that. Like it's a lot of spirit. I mean, this is a really powerful node, right? Then we have Bidat's Hand, which is reserve another 25%, get +1 flat ES per 4 life. That's an even better one. That's very powerful. And then we have Altered Flesh, which is 20% of cold and 20% of lightning, taking as fire. Huge. 20% of fizz, taking as chaos. Another absolutely crazy good defensive node. We have Demon Form, and then you get maximum 10 Demon Flame. These two, Bringer of Flame, that anything that has to deal with the Infernal Flame, Pyromantic Pact, all this is pretty much totally worthless. As far as I'm concerned, there are only 4 options to choose here, and they are very, very easy. For my first, I guess my first Ascendancy, we're definitely going to be going the doggo, Infernal Hellhound. I think it looks really good. I saw that it has like an Ignite aura. They take 20% of your hits. I mean, this is just a mega defense hound. And I think he's going to be crucial to survival. I think this is a great first pick. It deals passive damage. It melees. It's going to be perfect, right? I think this is a great first pick. And, then we'll come down, we'll get Altered Flesh, and then Bidat's Hand and Bidat's Will. And we'll reserve 50% of our life, and we'll have a bunch of ES. All of our gear will be ES and or hybrid ES. We will be life stacking, right? So it will be either a hybrid armor ES, it's like half hybrid life and a bunch of ES. I don't really know how I'm going to build it. I'm half kind of keen to just build straight up ES. But I think Infernalist is looking quite good for minions in particular, among other things, but we're kind of focused on minions right now, and I really do think Infernalist has a great deal to offer defensively and for minions in terms of the quantity of your minions. It's not really doing anything for the raw power of minions per se, but we do get a lot of extra spirit. We get a lot of ES. We get a lot of defensive nodes. And I really think that in PoE 2, that's going to be very, very, very important. And this is the biggest difference between Infernalist and Gemling Legionnaire. So for Gemling Legionnaire, I know that it's giving a lot of benefits to Summoner. And I think some of the biggest benefits are the integrated efficiency, implanted gems, and gem studded. I mean, these are really, honestly, these are really good. If you can get enough spirit, integrated efficiency is going to prove to be very, very nice for the addition of certain minions into your army. I think if I, just moving forward, if I were to pick 4 right now currently, I would pick implanted gems. I would pick gem studded. Gem studded, I think, is the crown jewel of the 8. I think it offers something hyper unique that nobody else can give you, that nothing else can give you. This is a major change where you're only allowed to use one support, per character. And this essentially circumvents that. And then I also think that we definitely go thaumaturgical infusion. I think this is a no-brainer. This, gem studded, are absolute no-brainers. Everything else is really up to what kind of build you're looking to do with Gemling Legionnaire. My fourth is in terms of minions. My fourth is a tie between integrated efficiency or crystalline potential. I don't believe that we know all the quality of all the supports or skill gems, and I think it's this crystalline potential node is gonna highly depend on the build that you're playing. If you can even get enough spirit, somebody had mentioned to me, we're probably going to be looking at like 280-ish spirit by the end of the game for your build. That's quite a lot, and I really honestly think integrated efficiency is going to give you the most bang for your buck in terms of extra minions on the field. Right, depending on what else you end up, what other skills you end up doing. So this is kind of my take on Gemling Legionnaire. I don't necessarily think it's bait. I think it's more than capable to be started. And I think enhanced effectiveness is quite strong. You don't often see, even in PO1, you don't often see tri-attribute stacking. And this is something that can actually be achieved in PoE2. So this is really exciting, especially with the new node highway, the attribute highways. You're able to, it's all choice. So you can really fine tune your tri-attribute stacking. Advanced thaumaturgy, it's okay. It's a give and a take, and I'm not a huge fan of it. Attribute requirements of gems can be satisfied by your highest attribute. That's also just really nice, but these two specifically are at the bottom of the totem pole by leaps and bounds comparatively. I think as a base, everyone's going to want to be gem studded. Everyone's going to want thaumaturgical infusion. And I reckon most people, as a runner up, this will be taken by 70%. Right, depending on what you're doing. But these two at the bottom, guaranteed picks almost for every build. But for minions, if you want my take as I've been a minion player by 6,500 hours in PoE. If history holds true, +1 level all skills, massive for minions. Love that. Being able to use we already have a few minion support gems, and being able to double those up somewhere is astronomically powerful. It's so good. And then obviously, this one. And then it's just going to depend. If we have an excess of spirit, integrated efficiency. If we don't, then I think quality is going to end up beating out integrated efficiency. So that's my take. Gemling Legionnaire looks really, it looks really good. I personally think it looks really good. And I'm excited to see what kind of builds people come up with this thing, because this is going to be very interesting. Now, when we're looking at both Gemling, and which I think is a mercenary starting, and Infernalist, which is there's a couple of considerations, right? You're going to get more raw power damage out of Gemling, right? But you also need to realize that all the minion nodes are in the northwestern hemisphere, right? So you're going to be starting Merc. It's going to take you a bit to path over there, right? So you're gonna have to give up a lot to get that power, and that's certainly something that you need to take into consideration. There's only one defensive really ascendancy on Gemling. You're going to take it. Everyone's going to take it. It involves max res, and it is nice, but I don't think it's as powerful as Altered Flesh. I don't think it's as powerful as converting the LE and Fizz damage you take into other forms of damage. I think the Infernalist offers a better opportunity for spirit and much more defensive options. Whereas Gemling just really provides a ton of extra power in terms of how powerful your minions will be. It is nice because it does have +3 6 links, so you can get 3 more, which is always really nice, and it does offer quite a bit. But I think when we're talking about the newness of PoE2, what we don't know how the end game's going to feel. I think tankiness is really truly needs to be high up there along with your power. And I am of the opinion, this is my opinion, Infernalist is the absolute pick for minions right now. It is what I'm going to go for my SRS character. I'm fully solidified in that now, guaranteed. There is so much defensive capabilities with this Ascendancy. It's going to be really fun to play with. So that's my opinion right now on Gemling versus Infernalist. I think Gemling has the staying power to become an extremely powerful minion character, but this Infernalist is far more straightforward for the launch of PoE2, and I feel like this is going to offer me the best chance to make it the furthest that I can, to where I can enjoy other classes and make other builds for you guys. So that's kind of my opinion. Infernalist wins. Gemling's going to have to take the L for now, and that's it. I hope you guys are enjoying your week, and I will see y'all on launch. I will be live on Twitch. I will be streaming this game, Twitch and YouTube. And yeah, y'all be good. Take care of yourselves.